Welcome back to the channel, guys. Today we're going to be turning in a shit ton of Iron Banner tokens to see if we can get any god rolls for guns specifically that are going away before Witch Queen arrives. The 4 Iron Banner guns which will be going away will be the Multimach, the Timeworn Spire, the Guiding Sight, and a Steady Hand. So we've got over 1,000 Iron Banner tokens here, 1120 to be exact. It takes 20 tokens for one package, so we're expecting 56 drops here. Let's see if we can get any god rolls. Specifically, let's see if we can get any god roll multimax. Let's go, guys. So let's go over what we got today. So we ended up getting 5 Steady Hands, 2 Riiswalkers, 3 Multimachs, please there be a god roll, please. 2 Timeworn Spires, 2 Peacebonds, 4 Forge's Pledge, 6 Occluded Finalities, 5 Finite Impactors, and 2 Guiding Sights. So let's go over the god roll for each of these weapons and what rolls we got. We're going to group the weapons together to make things easier for you guys. So let's start off with the Steady Hands. So I ended up getting 5 Steady Hand drops. In terms of the god roll, what you want is something to increase the handling of this gun and something to increase the range. So the god roll for me is Hitmark HCS, which provides more range and aim assist. Ricochet rounds, which provides a bit more range. High cal rounds is probably just as good. You probably want quick draw and then snapshot. Those two things combined will make it really snappy and it'll help it to pair well with something like a Le Monarch playstyle. So let's go over our rolls to see if we got anything close. So first one, we got quick draw iron grip. The sights aren't terribly great. Pretty bad roll. Secondly, we got another quick draw iron grip. It's got hit mark, but it's got quick draw. But yeah, the rest of the perks are pretty ass. Outlaw iron grip. At least it's got ricochet, range, and it got hit mark. So the perks aren't great, but the rest of the sort of magazine, the masterwork, and the sight are okay. Moving target Wellspring, I think that's not going to be the one. And then finally we got Zen Moment Snapshot. So I think out of all of those, nothing really stands out to me. I think I've already got a better roll in the vault somewhere that's probably better than these 5. So these 5 are probably all going to get dismantled. Okay, next let's go over the Riiswalker, which is actually a very good kinetic shotgun. The main perks we're looking for here are stuff that increase range. So you want full choker bust to tighten that pellet spread, accurize rounds, and Iron Reach and a range masterwork. Iron Reach will push out that range, as will the range masterwork. In terms of the first pack, there's quite a few good options. Surplus to increase the handling. Hip fire grip is really good if you fire from the hip a lot. Quick draw isn't as good anymore, so I'd probably recommend Surplus. So let's go over the 2 Riiswalkers that we got. So the first one, so no Iron Reach. Pretty bad actually if we're looking at it overall, so that's a pretty bad roll. And then the second one, let's have a look. Oh, no full choke and pretty bad perks as well. So that is pretty poor. So both of those are going to get the straight dismantle. Luckily, Riiswalkers will carry on dropping next season, so we've got more chances next season. Okay, so let's go over the 2 drops we got for the Guiding Sight. This is a scout rifle, and in terms of the god roll, I'm going to be speccing into Iron Gaze. And now Iron Gaze gives you 20 more aim assist, and this archetype of scout rifle doesn't have much aim assist, so it struggles to compete against something like a DMT. Some of you will be saying, but what about that massive range penalty? But in all honesty, it only drops the range by about 10 meters from 95 meters to 85 meters, and in all honesty, in the D2 current sandbox, you're not really going to be pushing out 95 meters anyway. anyways. And then I'm going to go for Rapid Hit or Surplus. Both of those give stability boosts. Rapid Hit, you build up the stability boost, or a Surplus, depending on your abilities, you start off with a good stability boost. And then you probably want high cal rounds to flinch people. And then the scope is personal preference. I quite like Red Dot Micro. It gives it a tad more zoom and a bit more range as well. Okay, let's go over our drops. Okay, so we got Surplus, Iron Grip, not Iron Gaze. It's got a Red Dot Micro, so that's not bad, and it's got a Pendant Mag, but it doesn't have high cal rounds, and it's got Stability Masterwork. So this one will be very, very, very stable. It probably won't even recoil one bit whatsoever. Not a bad roll, but wanted Iron Gaze. And then this one's not great at all. So I think this one I'm gonna dismantle. And we'll keep this one, but again, we didn't really get what we wanted here. So next, let's go over our rolls for the Timeworn Spire. This is a rapid frame pulse rifle, which is quite similar to the Darkest Before in the energy slots. As a result, our god roll here, we're going to have Iron Grip to try and, max out that stability, and you only lose a reload speed. Moving Target to try and increase that, target acquisition and movement speed while you're ADSing. And then you want high cal rounds to flinch those sniper rifles. And then the scope is personal preference. You can go for a red dot scope, such as the Red Dot Micro, to keep it, snappy and increase the range a tiny bit. Or you can go spec in hard into sort of a long zoom scope, such as a rifle scope. And it'll be quite interesting, actually, because you can then flinch people from quite far away, and people won't expect that with a rapid fire frame pulse, and it pushes the range out to sort of 40-45 meters, which people won't expect. Okay, let's go over our rolls. So the first one we got, pretty garbo, under pressure, Vorpal weapon, not that great actually. Let's see our second one, under pressure and Iron Reach. Iron Reach, although you're increasing the range, you're losing a lot of stability there, which is not ideal on this pulse rifle on a rapid fire frame. Under pressure, not great as well, because you want to be able to, get into the duel straight away. Yeah, both those rolls are pretty garbo. I think I've got a better one in my vault, so both of these are going to get dismantled. Next, let's cover our 6 Occluded Finality drops. In all honesty, there's only one roll here, that's the God roll. You want Snapshot and Opening Shot, and then in terms of your other perks, Ricochet rounds to increase range, Fluted Barrel, and then Handling Masterwork to increase the snappiness. This is a high zoom sniper, it's sort of 58 zoom, but for some reason I keep getting mapped by it in Crucible. Loads of people hitting crazy shots up close, so let's see if we can get that God roll here. So Under Pressure Demolitionist, nope. Autoloading Holster Elemental Capacitor, nope. Autoloading Holster Vorpal, nope. Mulligan Opening Shot, no. We need Snapshot here, but guys, we definitely need Snapshot. Mulligan Iron Reach, nope. And Surplus Eye of the Storm, again, not great. Okay, all 6 Garbo rolls, but that's fine. We're going to get Occluded Finality next season as well. Next, let's go over the Finite Impactor. I'm just going to straight up delete all of these, because you know what? The Palindrome Adept is just a better gun in every single regard. And the perk combinations here, apart from maybe Eye of the Storm on this hand cannon, are pretty fucking poor. So let's just go up and delete most of these guns. There we go. Next, let's go over the Forge's Pledge rolls. We got 4 of these bad boys to drop. In terms of a god roll for this pulse rifle, I'm going to be looking at Arrowhead Break to make that recoil direction more vertical, Accurize Rounds to increase the range, and then there's probably 2 perk combinations you can go for here, Heating Up and Rampage. Rampage turns this, 1 stack of Rampage turns this gun into a 2 burst, and Heating Up will increase your stability and accuracy cone with each kill you get. So those 2 perks synergize quite nicely. And then the other perk combination you could go for is probably something like Iron Grip and Zen Moment, especially for you controller players out there. Both of those gun perks will make the stability pretty nasty and make this gun feel like a laser beam, and then top it off with a range masterwork. So let's see if we got anything close to those perk combinations. So we got Heating Up Iron Grip. That's not bad actually. But yeah, the reload speed masterwork is pretty annoying. Surplus Snapshot. It's got range masterwork. Yep, nope. Surplus Iron Grip with an Arrowhead Break, Accurize as well. That's not bad. And then we've got Iron Grip Tunnel Vision with a range masterwork. So not too bad, not too bad. Nothing really that stands out, but nothing amazing either in terms of god rolls. Okay, next let's go over the Peacebond god roll and what drops we got. In terms of the god roll, I really love rangefinder to push out that range, and then you can pair it with a few things in that final column. Harmony's quite good if you get a kill with another weapon, and then you switch to this, you get a 20% damage increase, and you get a handling bonus, so you can actually delete people with it. Headstone's quite good if you want to pair it with a stasis subclass, and Iron Reach debatably can be sometimes quite good, but the stability sort of nerf that you get with Iron Reach is quite noticeable, especially for controller players. In terms of the other perks, Accurize Rounds to push out that range, and then I like pairing Chambered Compensator with a stability masterwork. All those things put together will make the stability of this gun 99 and the recoil direction 100. It becomes a laser beam with those three. But again, you could push the range out and go for a range masterwork instead. So let's see if we got anywhere near those perks. Okay, so we got Pulse Monitor Harmony, Chambered Compensate Stability Masterwork. It's also got Fluted Barrel. That's not bad, but it really needed Rangefinder. And then we got Rangefinder Snapshot Accurize. That's not bad. That's quite a rangy boy. It's also got a Hammer Forge for more range. But unfortunately got a Reload Masterwork. That's not bad. I think I prefer that one to the first one, actually. And finally, the moment you've all been waiting for. Let's see if we got a God Roll Multimach. So what is the God Roll for this amazing SMG? Believe it or not, the most important part of the gun is actually the scope. The Model 8 red scope increases the zoom of this scope. And if you go on D2 Gunsmith, if you switch it to one of the other scopes, like the IS-5 Circle, the range goes from something like 17 meters to 25 meters with the Model 8 red. So that is the most important thing. Slightly higher zoom scope will push out the range to a crazy amount for this gun and delete people from it far away. The next most important thing is probably Iron Reach. Iron Reach will push out that range, and even for you controller boys, it is worth taking that stability nerf for Iron Reach. The next column is a bit more debatable. I quite like dynamic sway reduction, and contrary to popular belief, DSR actually kicks in from 0 seconds, but ramps up and maxes out at 0.6 seconds. And with a TTK of 0.77 seconds, some people might argue, you might not get the full benefits of this perk that much for the gun. But honestly, it's noticeable, especially on controller. Otherwise, if you don't like DSR, something like Killing Wind will be good, or hip fire grip if you fire it from the hip a lot. And then finish it off with an Accurize Rounds and a range masterwork to push that range out. So let's see if we got anywhere near this. Honestly, I'll take anything with Iron Reach and a red 8 Model 8 red scope. So the first one, oh boy. Okay, we got Iron Reach. That's pretty good. We got hip fire grip. That's not bad. We got Accurized. Please be Model 8 red. Model 8 red. Let's go. That is not bad. It didn't have a range masterwork. Honestly, I'd count this as like a 3.5 out of 5 roll. Maybe even a 4 out of 5. It just needed that range masterwork. That's a pretty good start. Okay, the next one. It's got Model 8 red. It's got Iron Grip, which isn't great, and a Stability Masterwork. Not exactly the role I'm looking for to delete people from far away. And then finally, we have Iron Reach, Dynamic Sway Reduction, but no Accurized, which is unfortunate. And most importantly, it doesn't have a good scope. Oh, that is so annoying. Honestly, if this just had a Model 8 red, I'd be using this day in, day out. So that is it for today, guys. Those are the rolls we got after turning in 1,000 plus tokens. Admittedly, none of them really that great, which is unfortunate. The only one I'm a bit gutted about is that I could not get a 5 out of 5 Multimach before it got put away. I've got a decent roll in the vault from before, which is Killing Wind Kill Clip with a range masterwork and Model 8 scope. But I really wanted an Iron Reach one as well to try out. But that's okay. We don't get all the guns we want sometimes. So guys, if you enjoyed what you saw today and enjoyed this type of content specifically, make sure to like the video. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. That is all for today. We'll be doing some more turn-in videos before Witch Queen. Maybe we're going to turn in that massive mound of gunsmith materials. Peace out, guys.